Back for a new video today. So last episode I just got drafted to Utah, and then now I'll be playing my first game against the Pistons. So yeah, let's get started. Actually, thinking what free throw I should have. Let's do this one. Right. Let's go. I think I'm gonna just sign with another team after this. Here.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Let's go.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Let's go.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The fans here. Look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. And what a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Rose.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future. Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Rose.
Yeah, and he's playing it cool right now, but let me tell you, I'm sure that basket means the world to him. There's nothing like the first one.
My thought is he's probably just happy to have it out of the way. I mean, no more waiting and wondering when it'll come. Those first points are finally in the rearview mirror.
6 to shoot. Outside, Meeks. Rebound by Rose. Well, with Free Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And
there we go.
Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
That's good.
You know, for the past few seasons, guys, Detroit had been a team that struggled to punish teams from the perimeter. Last year, that was not the case. They showed dramatic improvement in being a threat from behind the arc.
And Booker kicks to Rose. The feed to Mack. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Rose, good.
How in the
perfect
world did they let him get that wide open?
Detroit's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. There's a good screen. The drive by Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Reggie Jackson had made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
Rose against Jackson. They set the pick. Burks kicks to Mack. His three-pointers off the mark.
And if you go back, remember Jackson struggled with the Pistons last year as well. So the team went on a losing streak as soon as he got there.
It's Morris atop the key. Jackson has the open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Jackson's got 10 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Burks, the pass to Rose. Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Jackson will look for a fresh start this season. I mean, hard to play with all the drama and questions going in your head about pending free agency.
And the Pistons making a change here. Bullock's checked in.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
For the 3. The shot will not go. So Utah will take it the other way.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Still missing.
Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting 5 in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting 5 of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
Here's Rose. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Meeks dishes to Bullock. Rose against Jackson. And that one's good. Jackson's got 16 points.
hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I...
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective. From the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there for the Jazz. Reggie Jackson out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 13.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Rose against Jackson.
Sticking too much.
Right side Rose. And there's the pass to Burks. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The 11-footer. Jackson misses.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
They set the pick, and Mack kicks to Rose. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rose has got 12 points in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Morris, left side. Utah with the rebound. Rose has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Passes to Withy. Back to Rose. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Fans had a hard time finding their way to the stadium last season for the Pistons at the bottom in several home attendance categories last year.
Yeah, it's right in Auburn Hills.
I know.
I mean, they used to go a lot when they were winning championships. But to be fair to those fans, it was hard at times to watch the Pistons play. I mean, they could get cold and really struggle on their home floor.
The drive by Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Jackson is doubled. Morris kicks to Baines. Meeks passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Burks. He did last season. Last year averaged.
Rose dishes to Withy. He feeds it to Mack from 18 feet away. Here's Rose. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Move the ball.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Burks with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Rose goes in. Here's Withy. Rebounded by Jackson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They need this one. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
Right wing. And here's Booker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Rose kicks to Mack. There's a good screen. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Withy. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
The Pistons have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they only made 70% of their free throws as a team a season ago. Certainly room for improvement.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And so we wrap up.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of their possessions short by coming up with steals before they had a chance to set up.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting attention. A different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert are the shot-blocking duo inside. Shelvin Mack is out there with Rose. And it's Burks in at the small forward. Baseline J on the way. That's short off the rim. Jazz trail by 13. Rose attacking. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for two. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
So far, they've turned in a fantastic.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
Just a sensational performance on a lot of...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K...
I would have liked to get more shots off. I didn't play any of the fourth, and barely any of the third either.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it.
Get any money? See this. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and peace.